I have a pimple here. You can see right there, a pimple. I named the pimple Timothy. So if you have any beef with Timothy staying on my face temporarily, you take up with Timothy, okay? Flawless. This is story time with Riptide.
Electrify with you.
I made a song. Now, some of you may be thinking, Riptide, we know that you made a song. We know that you made the Mitch on Itch diss track with Manta Ray. You spat fire bars, you ended Mitch on Itch's career. Hey Mitch, I heard you like corn. Well, that's good, because you've been corny since you've been born. And that's why he blew up and got 1,400 subscribers in one day 2 weeks later. And you would be right. You would be. But this video is not about the diss track I did with Manta Ray. However, you can find it linked somewhere up here in the video. Go watch it. And no, this is not about the diss track that will come out sometime in the next 4 years that I am making with Mitch on Itch. That is titled Manta Ray diss track. It's not about me and Mitch. And no, it's not about Nightmare's album that comes out in 2 days that I am featured in, titled Goth Girls for Life. It's not that either. It's not about me and Nightmare. No. This video is about me and one of my good friends in the Rich on Itch family, Blazer. As some of you may have gathered, I am not the most musically inclined person to ever exist. But one July or early August day in 2021, I decided
Spicy rice is still kicking in.
I decided that I wanted to make a song. I was inspired by your boy Blazer's most recent album at the time. I forgot what it was. I'm very sorry, Blazer. I forgot the title. I'm pretty sure it was Beanbag Melodies, but I was inspired by Beanbag Melodies by your boy Blazer. I wanted to make my own music and post it on YouTube. I didn't want to make an album or, become a music channel. I just wanted to dabble my fingers around in it, see what I could do. I felt like I was okay, decent enough at singing to make it a reality. So what's the worst that could happen? I asked Blazer what software he used to make his music, and he showed me, and I dabbled around in it, and after like an hour and a half of messing around with it, I had absolutely nothing. I knew that I needed help with this, so I was talking about it in our Rich on Itch family server, and Blazer was like, I would be totally willing to make the music for you. I'd be like, yo, really? That's sweet. So we started talking, back and forth, and he was basically asking me, what kind of do you want the vibes of the song to be like? Because he knew that I wasn't musically inclined. I couldn't, give him an exact chord combination that I wanted, per se. So I was like, well, I'm sort of wanting to make an inspirational song. So I want the song to start out sort of like it's all doom and gloom, and the person singing is having a very bad day. And then they sort of have an enlightenment moment, and they're like, life isn't so bad after all. I can't go on. So then I want it to transition to the hook, and the hook's more upbeat and the lyrics are more upbeat. And let me just say, Blazer delivered to a T. An absolute T. He made the music exactly how I asked it. It was phenomenal. So Blazer got the beat made. So now it was my turn to make the actual lyrics for the song. So I made the lyrics for the song, and I would argue like the first half and like the hook was okay. I wasn't too happy with it overall though, or how it ended. And that's why you're not seeing it today. However, you actually are going to be seeing it today, because I'm going to be reacting to it right here, because I have a final draft basically posted on YouTube that just never went public. So we're going to be watching that later. But before we do that, I also want to shout out one other person. I wanted this song to have phenomenal cover art. The issue with that is I cannot draw. And Blazer offered to do it, but I knew that with how much he was doing already, that he just, I didn't want to ask him to do more, if you know what I mean. So Blazer was like, hey, I know someone, I think that you might want to reach out to them. So I did, and they were super chill, and they apparently started it, and then they kind of bailed out. And that was completely fine, because they were doing it for free. To be frank, I offered them money, but they didn't want money, and that's okay that they bailed out. So then Blazer was like, okay, I have another person for you to contact. And they go by the name of iishifishii on Discord. They get full credit for the cover art for this, and I want you to go check them out. If I can post any social links, they will be in the description below. I want you to go show them some love, because the cover art for this song was phenomenal. As the project was nearing to an end, I realized I am not vocally capable. And you may be like, well, then how come you know, did the Mitch on Itch diss track and you got that song out in 2 days? And to that I would respond, diss tracks don't necessarily require you to sing in tune at all. You just need to make it flow well. And I can make things flow pretty well, especially if it's in more of a rap style beat. But with this song, I know it would be my first song, but I felt expectations for myself. And I knew that the expectations I had for this song could not be met with my vocals. So that brings us to today. The song never got finished, however, I do have a next to final draft where I basically have all the audio from my lines, it's put in, the song is made. This wasn't the same video I was going to make public, because there was a couple places in the song that I really wanted to work on. And also, I was going to make a cool lyric video for this, a lot like what Manta had. So now I've told you about this song. Blazer did a phenomenal job on the music and giving me advice and encouraging me. iishifishii, still love saying that name, did an exceptional job with the cover art. But unfortunately, the song, in my opinion, was just not meant to be, because I could not pull off the expectations that I had for the song. But anyway, you guys have been listening to me blabber on enough, so let us listen to the song. Alright, so this is it right here on YouTube. As you can see, this is the cover art, and we just need to take a second to appreciate, like, this cover art is phenomenal. Like, look at the attention to detail. And it's exactly what I told her to make. I was thinking we have to sort of merge Blazer and I, so I was like, okay, can you draw Blazer's character on like a raft and he's in the ocean, since my channel's, you know, like ocean themed. There's no way that this can go unused. Like, I really need to reach out to Blazer. Actually, Blazer, you're gonna watch this video. Blazer, if you want this, just tell me, because there's no way that you can't use this for like a song cover or album cover at some point. Like, this is just phenomenal. Let's just get into it. I'm only gonna pause it like twice. I'll let you guys listen to it. Wake up, it's 12 o'clock, 'cause I've been worrying my head off. Lost sleep over all my pains. I should move on to better days. Man, the beat is so good. That girl's always on my brain. Now all my friends think I'm insane. I'm too obsessed with myself, and my best friends feel they're left out. But you can change. So put your Snapchat down, you don't have to wear a frown. See the writing on the wall and let this be a wake-up call. So put your Snapchat down, you don't have to wear a frown. See the writing on the wall and let this be a wake-up call. Okay, the part that we're going into now is the part that I am, the rest of the song was like, okay. This part I'm not as fond of, but let's just listen to it. Maybe you feel lost in your struggles. Perhaps you feel like you are alone. Just know that somebody out there cares, no matter how far they are from home. So awake and stand up proud and tall. And when you're up, don't be afraid to fall. So put your Snapchat down, you don't have to wear a frown. See the writing on the wall and let this be a wake-up call. So put your Snapchat down, you don't have to wear a frown. See the writing on the wall and let this be a wake-up call. So put your Snapchat down, you don't have to wear a frown. See the writing on the wall and let this be a wake-up call. But you can change. So, that was Wake Up Call by Riptide, featuring your boy Blazer. I'm pretty proud of how like the hook of the song turned out. In fact, I really like the hook. But as you can see, I just wasn't able to deliver on the lyrics that I had written down. And I knew that it probably wasn't going to change. And a lot of people are just going to say, well, why didn't you just scrap those lyrics and, you know, find a tune that you could sing to that was a bit easier? And my answer to that would be that after you've gotten lyrics associated with a certain tune, you're not going to effectively get them out and find something better. So I knew that since I had already made lyrics for the entire song, there was no replacing the lyrics and making a different song. There just wasn't. As you guys heard, Blazer just did a phenomenal job with the music, and that cover art is mwah. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys how I made a song with Blazer, because frankly Blazer and iishifishii did too much work on this song for it to just go completely unnoticed. So I felt like the world needed to, you know, see what they had done. But I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Storytime with Riptide. And I'll catch you all on the next wave. Mommy said Timothy's there because my body's changing.